Hi, welcome. On this video, I want to take a minute to discuss this issue of dogs that will yelp and really react in a very unreasonable way within the framework of leadership or defining the interaction as to what's reasonable via using the leash. Now, this is where I've seen this several times with very young dogs in need of help, where as soon as you start to bring the relational script online, they get very, very challenging. In fact, they will just, even before, it's very interesting if you watch this with some dogs, just as a person's reaching down to touch on the dog, again within the context of what's reasonable to put the dog into a sit position, the dog will yelp, will appear to be hurt, as though the person has hurt the dog. In fact, the person hasn't even touched the dog yet. The trainer or the dog owner hasn't even touched that dog yet, but the dog feels it. The dog knows that it's about to happen. They sense influence building, and so the mind will react. It will respond. And it creates this type of a reaction. So what that will do is, again, it will really unnerve the dog owner, especially if the dog owner is handling the dog or standing watching the trainer, start to bring the script online. They'll hear the reaction and they'll try to frame it up. Of course, it's human. It's a human way. It's a human reaction to do that. They say, "What's happened? Did you hurt the dog? Is something wrong?" And then immediately it'll kind of end the entire scripting process with some dog owners, because their emotions will really take over. And again, that's understandable. But this is the thing to understand. If you put the pieces together, that's why things are a mess to begin with. It's because this level of emotion, and now you have this issue of this dynamic that takes place with dogs. It's a physiological reaction. It's how the mind's reacting even before the dog's being touched, which really sends everything into a tailspin. But again, very, very interesting. Just so people understand, when you see this reaction from dogs, understand the dog is not being hurt. But the problem here is there's a huge stress load on that dog. The dog, again, it's not naturalistic to the dog. The owner's not in right relationship. The dog is holding a tremendous amount of power. You'll see this with some puppies, but they're in dire need of relational change. It's very, very important to reconcile what it is and to move beyond it. You have to move forward to fix that dog. Otherwise, that's just a sign it's going to be a tremendous problem. The dog's going to end up biting somebody because it already has a tremendous hold on power, and the stress load is on the dog. So it's just something to consider. If you see that with a dog, you sense that's happening, you need to get professional help very, very fast. Do not wait. In fact, I tell people all the time, they ask me how soon to start training a puppy. You have to look at training as a relational changing process. The focus really is on the dog owner. It's about right relationship. The sooner the better. Doesn't matter, 3 months of age, get the dog help. You need to get the script happening online right away. But again, if you see this reaction with the younger dog, get help very, very quickly. Do not wait. You need to find somebody that can work through it, that can reconcile this so it makes sense, that you can say, okay, I understand, I'm not hurting the dog, but the stress loads are on that dog are tremendous. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day.